We on.
All right. First off, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
Bashem Yahweh Bashem Kakadash.
the water Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to do another video through the Spirit. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for giving us His truth as worms. It's a lot. Double honors to our apostle elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. And we was gonna get on to this video about how you Edomites are just the devil, man. You're clearly you're showing it to be true. Even the little ones of your nation, you Edomites are just Satanists, man. You're demonic. You're completely wicked creatures, and that's how the Most High set you up. You were made to be the wicked. That's why when Alexander and his 4 generals came and reigned upon the earth, that it said wickedness was increased, because you devils are literally the most wickedest rulers, wickedest people on the entire known planet. On this planet Earth, you devils can pass the wickedness of everybody. You have completely overpassed every nation that has ever been empowered to this day in wickedness. You got it.
I'm gonna play the video now.
Okay, Kai. Because the video is going to be based off these 2 Edomite devil baby children, these Satanist children, because they're just demonic. Oh, and when you do it, to make sure it stays on your screen, click your little box so it stays on your screen, so it's not going back and forth.
Okay, Kai.
So the home we're getting a.
Well, here go the. Goddamn commercial.
Yeah. Make sure you click your box so it stays on your screen too.
Important healthcare notice. Audibel, the nation's leading hearing care provider, is offering a 45-day risk-free trial on the just-released A4 hearing aid with new patented microchip technology. If you play the TV too loud in some situations has become difficult, Audibel Hearing Centers invite you to evaluate the all-new.
What's going on? God damn devil.
A4 hearing aid for 40.
I'm trying to get to the article.
No, I just want the video to play, and this shit come up.
5 days.
I want
to take part in the
hearing
risk-free
aid.
trial, risk you to schedule your free hearing test.
Okay, here comes the article.
Look at the weapons that 2 Bartow middle schoolers allegedly plan to use to kill their classmates and then eat their flesh. And the plan thwarted thanks to a robocall. ABC Action News reporter Melissa Mahadeo is live for us tonight in Bartow. Melissa, parents are horrified and concerned at this one.
Yeah, very much so. We spoke with several parents who either picked their kids up early or just plan to let them stay home today after hearing those details of a plan that police say an 11 and admitted to making. A butcher knife, a cutter, scissors. These are some of the weapons an 11 and 12-year-old brought to Bartow Middle School on Tuesday to allegedly kill classmates.
They wanted to kill at least 15 people and were waiting in the bathroom for the opportunity to kids that they could overpower to be their victims.
Extra officers were already on campus after another student reported concerns on Monday. But police was foiled only after one of the girl's mother called in when a robocall said she skipped school.
This is horrific, and if I had children in school, I'd be scared, slapped to death.
Officers found them in the bathroom with a goblet on hand to reportedly drink their victim's blood.
I mean, how can this happen, you know? We're afraid, and she's afraid.
Kind of feel like maybe it might be a good idea just for some of these schools to maybe even put in metal detectors.
Messages appear to show the girls planned the murders and even to kill themselves when it was done.
I'm going to call them small children. They're only 11 and 12. Seriously sat down and plotted to do serious bodily harm to another student at school.
And police also tell us that the girls admitted to being devil worshippers. Now they are facing several charges here, including the conspiracy to commit murder. For right now, reporting in Bartow, I'm Melissa Mahadeo, ABC Action News.
That's it on that.
Yes, man, that motherfucking. I got something real quick off that. This is
Okay, Kai.
this Isaiah. I mean, this is Luke 21 and verse. In verse. I think it's like verse. Yeah, you got it. I gotta find it.
First scripture that came up to my mind when I seen it was Psalms 58. And and 2, yea, in your heart work wickedness, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. And this right here, you can't tell me they just all of a sudden they want to be Satanists. They had to be learned this from their parents. You know, this just ain't no accident. They talking about they're gonna be Satanists. Come on. They've been doing this shit. Their parents taught them this shit. You know, you do exactly the same thing that your parents did. You mimic them. And their poison is like a serpent, and they are like a deaf adder. Stop her ear. And these just some wicked ass motherfucking Edomite kids. I bet you when they actually show, if they ever show the parents, you're gonna see that they Edomites. Cause, come on, man, I don't think of a Jake. Anybody that I know that's a Jake would tell their kid that.
I got something real quick.
Come on with it, brother.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of me shall wax cold. And that's some cold shit right there for them so-called little girls to imagine and do something like that, man. That's cold-blooded. That's wickedness. They got heavy demons on them to plot that and put that device in action to actually have a mindset like that. That's cold, man. That's a cold-hearted person. But that's what the Lord Yahushua says, because iniquity shall abound, because wickedness is so wrong, so much has flourished so much on earth. These people are they're wicked. All these people on the earth are just complete demons, man. They just have demons on them. They're cold-hearted. They don't have love for one another. They're evil towards one another. And love of many shall wax cold. So these people have cold hearts towards each other, man. These people truly, deep down, hate each other. They have deep hatred and deep scornful mind towards one another. That's why there was one dude who was just going around shanking people, man. Just going around stabbing people up, because the heart of these people is just full of wickedness. It's full of complete and utter darkness, man. They're corrupt. They're completely corrupt. And shalom.
Hey, shalom, Mike.
Shalom, Yabashim Bashim Kakadash Bakata.
Shalom, I got something on that. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of the children which he shall leave. Right, like the brother was saying, the love of man is wax cold, you know, to the point now, the times that we in, it's always something happening every fucking day. Pretty soon you're gonna have people delivering even brothers in this word up just because of our affiliation to this, man. and they think that they're gonna be doing the righteous thing, man. You know.
Not to back you up. This is second 5 in verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased, but which thou hast seen, and or thou hast heard long ago, and the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou. Well, no, I'm sorry. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell on the earth shall be taken in great number, and they which the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And you see that. That's why these people are completely wicked, because the land is barren of faith. It's barren of the knowledge of the Most High. It's barren of truth. That's why these people act the way they act. That's why they move the way they do, because they're corrupt. They're of corrupt conversation. And when you go into the word conversation, it goes back to their conduct. Their conduct is totally evil, man. These people are truly evil. That's why you can't trust nobody in this world, because these people are wholly set against you. They're whole set against you. They really want to destroy you. These people have evil eyes. They may act like they're normal. These people are truly evil. Edomite told me that he went to burn down his neighbor's house, and I'm like, "What did he do to you?" He says he's never done anything to me. I just really want to burn down his house. That's some wicked shit, man. That's some demonic shit, and that's the vibration. Yeah, that's the vibration that's being pushed out through the earth. That wicked spirit, the spirit of Esau, just carnal, just wicked. Who the fuck just wants to burn? I just want to burn down my neighbor's house. What he done to you? Nothing. You want to burn down his house? That devil said that to me, man.
Hey, that's also the spirits set aside to lay upon Lord them sore strokes too. You know. Yep. That motherfucker don't even know why he want to do some wicked shit. He just want to goddamn do it. Nigga, I don't even know why I want to do it, but I can't tell you. I just want to fucking do it.
Bro, nigga's crazy, man. He always had a smile on his face too, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch a motherfucker that got a smile on their face all the time, bro. Especially
God.
Motherfucker was insane, man. I ain't trust that Edomite, man.
Hell no.
This dude's mentally insane, man. Y'all don't see that? This nigga's crazy.
Last motherfucking Edomite I knew that walk around smiling all the goddamn time was a joker and shit.
Yeah.
That nigga be in a straitjacket locked up in Arkham Asylum with a smile on his face and shit.
And that's a vibration that's being pushed throughout the world. And I got something else real quick. This is 1 John 15 and verse 19. And we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lies in wickedness. So this world is full of evil. So it's full of corruption. It's full of. That's why people don't act the way they act. That's because iniquity has abound. Oh, you got it right now. You brothers got something.
Oh yeah, Salaki. Let's see. I was holding yeah, you had read that Psalm 58, right?
Hmm?
Did you read that Psalm 58?
Yeah, I know.
I got something. Because man, I gotta keep saying this. This is not a something that you just you think of. I'm gonna be a Satanist today. This is learned behavior. So I gotta go right here on Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like iron vessel, so is his wickedness. Although he humble himself, go crouching, take good heed and beware of him. Hey, if you know these kids' parents, beware of them, because they only imitating what their parents do. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, as thou shalt know us has not been altogether wiped away. Hey, every kid imitates their parents. And they only do the things that they see them do.
Yep. I got this for you. Now this is Sirach 11 and verse 28. Judge none blessed before his death, for a man shall be known in his children. So a man is known in his children. The way your children act, how you will act, how you raise them up.
That's right.
So they you don't just think I'm gonna be a Satanist one day. That's something you taught. That's something that's bred from when you're little, man.
Right.
About the fucking massacre, man. They would have tried to cover that up. If they would that actually happened, that shit wouldn't even been on the news.
That right there, yeah. I got to
still have to say these are white kids because you don't see our parents show up in anything. If it was black kids, they black parents or mother will be shown.
Oh yeah, that put them on the spot.
You know, they put them on blast. If it was Latinos, they would be put on blast. You know, this devil is deceitful.
They'll come to their door and catch.
You know, they don't never show up.
They'll come to a motherfucker door 6 in the morning and wake you up and ask you all kind of questions. It's a strategy to try to catch you at your mentally your weakest. This is Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. So they hate us just because we telling them we giving cast the whole enchilada, you know. And since we landed on you heavy with the truth, you know, motherfuckers is getting mad at this simple fact. Everything that's been coming out, especially about these little demons. Hey man, the scriptures already got a perfect way of dealing with some little punk ass devil or some little disobedient children like that. You supposed to kill their ass, man. And what they gonna do? They gonna take these little stupid ass bitches and they gonna fucking try to rehabilitate them. You need to destroy them. All right? Because if they showing signs of great disobedience, there's a certain point which everybody comes to in their life that if you don't establish that dominance, then they're going to be spoiled for the rest of their fucking life. You know, when you don't make a child clean up when they're younger, you don't show them how to take care of themselves and their hygiene and different things like that. That shows when they get older. They get to a point where a motherfucker want to start waiting till it's too late to show them and discipline them, and it's too fucking late. This nigga's too old to be trying to tell that shit to now. He already set in his motherfucking ways. And that's the same thing with these little demons. They set in their ways, you know, and they hate the fact that we come out and we rebuke them in the gates, man. You know? Jumping down to Amos 5 and 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. Hey man, these times is evil as fuck right now. For the most part, if we ain't coming out with this word, we minding our fucking business. You're not gonna see us out somewhere airing out our opinions heavily just to try to influence others, man. All we out here doing is putting out a word that those that resonate and vibrate to it and they can comprehend that frequency, then they're gonna join in on it, you know. But outside of that, we know it's an evil time. We're not gonna go out here holding up signs, walking up and down the street with picket signs and shit, telling you it's the end of the world and God hates fags. Hey, we come out here and we do these works on the highways and the hedges, and we push out these prophecies, and that's part of prophecy as well, that they'll be destroyed because the Most High does hate them. Yet when it comes down to it, and it's all said and done, man, the Most High have a spirit on us to come out here and push it, and they hate that shit. You know, they hate the fact that we telling them that these things are bad. You know, you sometimes you walk past some homosexuals, some fudge packers, and they'll start looking all guilty and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or even for instance, you'll walk past let's just say a black bitch, and she'll be with an Edomite, and she'll get that stupid ass look on her face and shit. You know, because when it comes down to it, man, every time we be the first ones to tell you what's really going on, people hate that shit. And that's exactly why the prophets of the old got put to death back in the day for telling everybody the things that's bold in your face and true. Uh, it says, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. So we're supposed to be holy in all conversation and speech in these times. Like when we talk to the brothers, we constantly sharing different scriptures or just, you know, different articles and news topics and shit that come up. And what do? We start going straight towards the scriptures and thinking about different scriptures that can be applied to, so we can keep our eyes open and focused and directed on what's happening in the future, man. Because we occupied in prophecy. It says, hate the evil and love the good and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Most High, Yahweh of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. And that's just in the whole, really, you know, from the northern and the southern tribes. We come in right now, the Most High will have mercy on us, man. All right, even on Joseph, or those that were northern tribe that came over here before those of the southern tribe, and that was down with all this crazy ass rituals and worshiping those different idols. All right, another flock that the Most High, that Yahweh spoke, that Yahweh spoke of, man. All right, which was the flock of the northern tribe, which is headed by Ephraim, which is Joseph, from Joseph, excuse me. Oh, not to jump off topic too, but see, they have different isolated events like that with those girls, and also it put me in mind of that shooting that was in the high school in Ukraine. Just recently, they had the high school Columbine-like shooting in Ukraine at the high schools. One of the things that they do is they manipulate the way people think with this programming, the different music, the different movies, the different just the different slogans that you see on billboards. Y'all remember that movie? I don't know if you ever seen it. It's called They Live, and it got Roddy Piper in it. And, they put them fucking shades on, and they start looking at everything, billboards, anything. And they started. You'll see the truth. You'll see shit as it really the fuck is. You know, like you'll see a billboard of a soda and maybe a fucking polar bear standing by it, but you'll look at it with the shades on, and it'll say, "Obey. You must obey." And all that's the type of shit that you would see when you wore it, because you would see clearly. All right, and being able to see clearly in that movie, that depicted having the truth. And what did they want to do to those that had the truth? They wanted to kill them. They call them revolutionaries, man. All right, the same thing that they branding and labeling us with right now, because we possess the truth and we speak it freely. Right?
I got a precept. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way that he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. This is not, like I said, keep saying over and over again. This is not a new idea for them. They was taught this. You know, hey, I'm willing to bet you that if this was a black family, them kids will be removed from that house. Matter of fact, the whole family will be broken up.
Yeah.
They would not be in that house right there. I'm telling you, social services probably would have went in there and took all them kids out of that house.
Okay. Oh yeah, they would have been finished.
You know,
CPS they put their ass in a situation and shit. It's guaranteed. They coming up in there fucking the whole shop up, you know. And they'll tell you that
they coming in there raiding.
Yeah, they really
kicking
will.
in your door.
SWAT style and shit. And they wait till about 6 in the morning. Not even then. They like to do it. I heard they like to do most raids at 3:30.
Yeah, they do it usually early in the morning.
Con.
Kind.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 starting at 10. Says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High. Right. So those things that they imagine, them little girls imagine, they thought they was gonna come in there and kill 15 individuals and drink their motherfucking blood and shit like that because they've been looking at those goddamn scary movies and all that bullshit. Look, man, that same shit is gonna befall your ass, man. All right, when all hell break loose and you thought to do that to some what they said, they thought they was gonna wait for some younger children to come in there and they was gonna do them like that younger, weaker children and shit. They thought that they was gonna do that to them. But that same thought that they got preconceived in their heads to do that to those children, Most High gonna probably set it up to where all hell break loose. Somebody gonna gut their asses and drink their blood and shit, man. You know. It says the 11th verse. For whoso despises wisdom and for whoso despises wisdom and nature, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. And what it said right, it said, for whoso despises wisdom and nurture. You know, when you raising up a child the correct way, you know how to discipline them as well as nurture them, so they don't grow up to be some fucking weirdo or acting out, you know, in a violent manner. Shit, you still nurture them. You know what I'm saying? That you know, and you so that can put that nurturing side on them, as well as that the disciplinary side, so they can comprehend order. You know, they got to know the good as well as the bad. But in a lot of these households, excuse me, Slovakia, in a lot of these households, especially these Edomite children, they don't receive that shit. They don't receive correction for that shit. Having to stand in the corner is not correction. So what they do, they get these stupid ass vain thoughts in their head and shit, and they actually act them out because they don't have any source of repercussions. All right, they don't have any kind of they don't have anything in order to discipline them. And without that shit, they go and they have these dumbass thoughts of drinking blood of children and shit in school bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to beat that out of them. All right. Jumping down to the 16th verse, Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. And obviously, you know, especially if they some Edomites, they have an unrighteous bed, so they're gonna be rooted out anyway. So in the end, the Most High has judgment of death on top of their head. So when it come time for them to face that gruesome judgment, the world don't have to sit back and ask, oh, why did these 11-year-old girls, what did they do? Oh, woe is me. Fuck all that. He's gonna point you right back in the direction of this wicked ass shit they tried to do, and it's not gonna be any vague understanding as to why this shit had to happen. Shit, Most High ain't playing with your ass.
Isaiah 14, verse Isaiah 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the worlds with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, name and remembrance of the Lord. That's why the Lord, the little ones of Esau, the baddest. Esau's nation is a totally corrupt and wicked nation. So-called white man and his people have to be destroyed. They need to be put in subjection. They need to put in slavery. put ourselves. Because if they rise and successful, all they're gonna do is world with wickedness, cities, mass murder. If them little girls would have grew up, there's been murders, man. Complete murder, manslayers. For what? For what? That's these people they got the spirits of vengeance on them, man. That's how you know we're coming to the end, because these people are just they're increasing in wickedness, man, and they're ready to just kill. A lot of these people are just ready to get out this society and just start working their neighbors, man. If they set up the purge like they did in the movies, people will be excited for that, man. These people now, they're completely evil.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm looking. Take that one.
Okay.
This is 35 and 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shemaiah, prepare thee unto pursue thee, since thou eatest blood, eating blood shall pursue thee. So blood is gonna pursue all these devils, man. Because these women of Esau are just as evil and just as cruel as the men. They're just as the blood. And they at the end of we are all the women things that's why the scriptures say if the days were no flesh will remain, everyone would die. Everyone would die, everyone would vanish off this earth, because that's Esau's mentality. Kill man. A murder. Like that's been bred since all the way back then, even to now. That same spirit of Cain being a murderer, day one, being a slayer of blood, seeking blood, man, that bloodlust. And then the little girl had that bloodlust, man. If they weren't Edomite, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Cause that just sound like some Edomite shit, man. Some blood type shit, man. Esau's the basis of the nation, and the Lord put him in power to show us how the wicked rule. Like the wicked, man. That's what the wicked do. They fucking do human like this, trying to kill the classmates to drink their blood, man. And then they was gonna kill themselves after. I want to be like the wicked. That's the whole reason Esau is set up, just to show us how not to be when we're in power, how not to be in rulership.
God. That's right.
Because Esau he rules in total and man, this dude's a demon. Like Nero burned the city and played like set the
yeah, that's true.
Hey, like that one. No, this ain't working. Excuse me, brothers. I'll be right back.
Oh no, you're all right, brother. Let's see. Yeah, that's true though. And you gotta talk about dimension, man. You know, when you stop and you look at these motherfuckers, dude. I mean, if you ever just sit back and watch your Edomite, dog, they are some strange creatures, so it's not hard to see why they act the way they act and shit, because they strange, man. These are some strange individuals, you know. Don't get me wrong. You got some Jakes out there that's peculiar and they're strange, but these Edomites are strange by nature and shit. And it's almost to the point where I mean, shit, I comprehend why in Job it said that they would chase them away from their flocks. And they chase them into the wilderness. You know? I understand that shit because the shit that they do is odd and it's strange as fuck. Because when you don't have a identity, or when you want to deny your identity and shit, you really never firmly rooted and grounded. So these devils is really crazy in all actuality because they can't even come to accept their own nation, so to speak. They wanted to live in denial. And the longer that you live in a delusion, or you continue to live in denial, man, the more that shit separates your mind from reality. You know what I mean?
These they at least know who they are, man. These are fucking Edomites. They're just fucking crazy, man. They're insane. They at least
know. About average Joe 6-pack motherfuckers that you know they don't know why they on antidepressant pills and shit, and they taking all these opioids and shit because they stressed the fuck out and shit.
Yeah, because they know they supposed to be in. How are you stressed out in your rulership?
Right.
You stressing in your rulership. You taking oaths in your rulership.
Right.
There's some who don't drink, who don't do no drugs, and just be chilling in Babylon. But Esau is bugged out. He's losing his mind. He's all doped out. And Jake is just sitting back. It's certain Jakes in the world that just don't drink. They don't smoke. They just live their life. And Esau and this is in the kingdom, and they'll be all happy and shit. They'll be all straight, be good. But saw y'all bugged out, nigga, fucking taking opioids every night. You gotta take antidepressants. You can't sleep at night. Then you got this nigga who just coming to work. He all happy and shit. He all good, making money. Then you just bugged out. Esau bugged out. That's why they might be killing themselves, man. Because they know we're coming to the time of Esau's fall, man. That's why these people. That's why this world is acting like that. This world is recognizing the fall of the so-called white man. Esau is coming. The so-called white man's rulership is coming to a close, man. We're coming to an end. And this is Revelations 18 in verse 5. For all nations have drunken of the. Well, I'll start at verse 2. And I'll read it 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean, clean, and hateful bird. For all nations have drunken of the wine. And then the reason we talking about modern day Babylon, America, because it said that when you read through the book of Revelation, when you read the first chapter, it says these are things that will be revealed in the last, in the end. The things that that have not happened yet. All the things which were written in Revelation didn't happen back then. Well, some things were fulfilled, but the fall of Babylon has not been fulfilled. That hasn't happened yet. Verse 3: For all nations have drunken of the wine of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity. So Babylon's through, man. That's what's happening. There's a huge power shift happening on the planet Earth right now, and people are freaking out. People are bugging out. And that's because Yahweh Shemi Shai has numbered this kingdom. He's numbered the sins of Babylon, and they have been found wanting, man. They've been found to be a wicked and corrupt nation, and the Heavenly Father is soon to destroy them. That's why these people got these heavy demons on them. These people are waxing cold and they're acting evil towards another because this kingdom is coming to a fall. It's coming to a close. The Most High Yahweh Shemel is finishing up Babylon. We're almost through with this kingdom. So people are bugging out. They're losing their minds.
Yeah, peace up. If I may, 73:1, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as a green herb. And the triumph of the wicked is only for a moment. This place sounds like the brothers saying earlier. We see it, but y'all, some of y'all don't see it. But that's your problem.
Right, that's your problem. Yeah, that's gonna be their problem, but they don't recognize that's a problem until it's on their head. Then when it's on their head, they're able to readily see it. That's part of having that veil over your eyes, man. Because the Most High keep your ass in the dark. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 10. It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High. And that's going all the way towards, first and foremost, 2/3 of our people, man. All right, you neglected to serve the Most High's calling. All right, you neglected to actually rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability. Yeah, the Most High got something set aside for your ass. It says, for whoso despises wisdom and nurture. Oh, I already read this, didn't I? Salakia. Did I read this already? No. Okay, I'm
Nah.
I'm mixing it up with another lesson. Salakia. It says, for whosoever despises wisdom and nurture and is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable.
And that's being shown, man. That's truly being shown. That there's people are realizing that everything they do, no matter no matter how much they do, they're not getting anywhere. No matter how much these people do, how much they work, how much they try to please their wife, they're not getting. That's why people are going insane, because they're realizing nothing is working. Everything they have tried has failed. The economy is shit. They try to vote for a decent so-called president in there. That didn't work. The Senate and everything is all fucking out of order. The other nations. That's what I meant to say. These other nations on the other side of the world fucking hates this place. These people are really they're slowly but surely starting to see, and they're gonna rise up against this government.
Yeah, kind.
That works is unfruitful, man. If they're not of the will of Yahweh Shemi, what happens? It comes to naught. And that's what's happening to these people. Everything they do is coming to naught. The Lord is tormenting these people in the last days.
That's true. That's all coming to everything is coming into the light, so to speak.
Yep.
That's
why that chip's gonna be the comfort of these people, because they think that's gonna put their life back on track, make it easier.
Oh, yeah, no, they already got it making it fashionable, in the sense that every woman especially women, they got to keep up with the newest phones and shit. All right, so it's not hard to push and implement that. Go downstairs. It says their Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 12. Their wives are foolish and their children wicked. Their offspring is cursed. All right, and starting with 2/3 of our people, all the way down to, of course, these heathen, man. that's knowing off rip that their offspring is cursed, even though they in a decent condition right now in the kingdom, or better yet, in the eyes of the Most High and His Son, they really ain't shit in the first place. But what it said right there said their offspring are cursed. Wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which hath not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of spirits or souls, excuse me. But the point was their offspring is cursed. So I want to jump over here to Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, uh, which persecuted thee. So the Most High is gonna take all those curses. This is why they in such a fucked up condition right now, because they in the midst of drinking that cup, you know, the cup and the wine and the Most High's wrath, and it's for all the fornications that they committed with all these other nations, man, starting with ours.
The Lord.
Go ahead.
Hey, you know how they pregame the Lord pregame them.
There you go.
They pre
Good.
y'all pregaming. The Lord just give y'all a little sip. Eat that, Esau.
That's it. That's it. Well, hey, that's right. He giving it to him in sips. He ain't letting them just slam that bitch because you know Esau like chugging shit. You know what I'm saying? Most High said, "Nigga, you gonna get this in sips, boy."
Pre-game. The Lord got these pre-gaming for slavery, boy.
Right.
Pre-game. Sip, you get chill, you have a few drinks.
Yep.
Then you go out and then you get the real drinks and you start really getting into it. That's what the Lord Esau. He pre-gaming his ass. He prepare you to get fucked up.
Yep.
He prepare you for slavery. You devils need to go to the gym. You need to go work out. You need to eat as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
Because y'all is about to be working.
Yeah.
Day, night, sun down, sun up. You get one day off on the Saturday. Y'all need to go work out. Y'all need to hit the gym. And that's the spirit because these devils is healthy as hell right now. Devils eating good. Bitches got fat asses and shit. Perfect. Y'all are prepped and primed, ready to go into slavery because your men are weak. Your women want Jake anyways, and it's about to, all this shit is about to switch, man. Like the brother Dewan's favorite scripture that let me grab it real quick. Second Ezra.
Oh, I know which one you're looking for.
Second Ezra in verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the death followers. Everything's about to switch. That's why Esau's catching curses. You got it, Ariel with Salaki.
Oh no, you all right, brother? Hey, that's real. That's real as a motherfucker. Now that they getting their portion of it, now they don't know how to act because they haven't been through shit. You know, like that privileged child that end up in hard times living on the street and shit. That motherfucker's not gonna bounce back as fast as somebody that's already used to living in poverty because that condition to have them mentally fucked up. I seen it, man. They out there on the street and shit. They not used to living that type of life.
Yeah.
When they get any kind of comfort, I don't give a fuck if it's drinking, if it's snorting a line, if it's smoking something. Once they indulge in that shit, it makes them living on the street a whole lot easier. Then that caveman start coming out their ass. They start fucking living in parks and shit, making tree houses and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be in that element. I see them sleeping on the pavement, dog. I mean, I'm talking about getting some good ass sleep, not that fucking half sleep. That motherfucker got his shoes off. They set to the side on this nigga. That nigga got them old socks on with his big toe hanging out. This motherfucker feet lost and shit. You would thought this motherfucker was at a goddamn 5-star hotel or some shit, man. I'm talking about on straight up motherfucking concrete, you know.
Hey,
because
it's like
their nature.
that Yahushua gave that but with Lazarus and the rich man Esau. He not used to this, man. He not used to catching hell. That's why he's so cracked out and bugged out because he's truly not used to going through this. That's why he said to the Lord, just dip Abraham, just dip your finger, because Esau wants some type of comfort. Ain't gonna be no comfort, like Abraham said to you. You had it. You had everything when you were in power. But Lazarus was afflicted, but now he's comfort. They not. I got like when you said it, that just hit me, man. Esau's not used to this, man. He's not used to broke down, drugged out. That's why That's why so many of it doing it, because his curses is really starting to hit them really hard, man.
That's real. And as it hit them, they got these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They physically shaking and shit. Yeah. It's like if you was walking down the street, or better yet, you was in your comfort zone, like your house, and some invisible force just started beating the shit out you at 8 o'clock every motherfucking day. That shit is gonna fuck around. And, oh no, not even every day, every other day. All right. You always gonna be off balance and shit. You know, even though it's every other day. It happens to you so often and you can't see it coming, but you can physically feel the damage of it. Dog, that shit'll have you fucked up, man.
Yep, and that's what another thing. That's why Jake isn't like they don't be like, oh, Esau, he drugged out. Oh, so niggas always been drugged out. What's wrong with you?
Yep.
What you tweaking for? What's wrong with you?
Right.
Niggas been fucked up. Niggas been drunk. Just drugged out, but now you crackers is acting like it's a whole epidemic.
Right.
It's a whole epidemic about this opioid. Why? Because it's Edomites. It's fucking crackers, man. Jake been drugged out. Drake been slummed out, cracked out, drugged out on the streets day in and day out. But now since it's these Edomites, everybody's like, what's happening? And Jake just like, what the fuck? So why is it such a big deal? Special?
Right.
Because these Edomites are starting to get these curses.
Right.
But I'm about to head out.
Okay, Khan.
It's good seeing you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
If you got
I still got your number. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, man. Shit, hit me up. You know what's cracking. I ain't don't be a stranger, dog. And we had something come up too. That's why we didn't come down last weekend. We had something come up. So first week, y'all be prepared. That way, you know what I'm saying, we all have funds and we can do whatever we need to. You know, about that first week though, we're gonna come down there and spend the night. First week of next month. So what is that, like next week or some shit? Is that next week?
Yeah, next week.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about y'all shop right. We'll see y'all brothers next week, man.
Lord willing. Yeah, how about Shmi Al Shah Brakathon?
Shalom Makir, Yahabashmi Ashami Kaka.
Yahbashmi Ashabashim Kakadash from Rakatha Akian. It's a pleasure.
I got a quick precept that I want to come out with. I just can't find it right now, but okay, here we go. No, I can't find it. On that, if you want to, unless you got something else you want to come out with, brother, because I can't find the scripture I'm looking for.
Oh, it's all good, brother. Shit. Hey, there it is right there. Yeah.
Okay, Con. Hey, with that said, hey, this is another video from I'm Aina. Brother that just left off, his name is Ariaga. We from Ariaga from GMS Grand Rapids camp. And hey, the triumph of wicked is just for a moment. Hey, he's gonna go down so hard, it's gonna be shocking to him. Man, they already shocked right now, seeing this kingdom going down, falling brick by brick among them already, and the real evil times haven't came yet.
And what did they say? I'm gonna hit you so hard, your grandkids. Say, what was that old sound? I'm gonna hit you so hard, your grandkids is gonna feel it.
You know, hey, this is gonna be really messed up for them because they don't see it coming, and the Most High is going to get them. Oh, matter of fact, I got a quick precept. Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for the evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Because y'all arrogant motherfuckers, y'all don't believe nothing's gonna happen to y'all. Y'all think that America gonna continue to exist, y'all keep on doing whatever y'all want to do. Your white privilege gonna save you and your children from getting harsh law sentences. Y'all just think there ain't nothing going to happen to y'all. Y'all gonna be forever a virgin, but the Most High is gonna touch y'all, and then after that, when the Most High touch y'all, we gonna be able to put our hands on you.
Right. He gonna break that seal.
God, he gonna take that yoke of iron off our neck and put it on yours.
I said, hey, Esau like a virgin. When it comes to this torture that we're gonna put on their ass, we're gonna be that's why the Most High gonna pop that cherry. All right, Most High
right.
Pop that motherfucking cherry, and once he pop that shit, then we're gonna get our chance. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get our chance to start exercising that authority on your ass, man. Damn, I'm looking.
And when we get our chance, hey, it ain't gonna stop.
Oh, can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, man. Shit. This is Psalm 77. Oh no, excuse me, Psalm 75. You guys right on time.
Hey, it is beautiful how the Most High do it. One brother jump out, another brother jump in.
That's spiritual double. Yep.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 75, and we can start at 3. It says, the earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it, Salah. And all the foundations of this earth are being dissolved now, starting as to now. It says, and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. All right? And that's starting with this so-called white man's kingdom, man. Right now, the inhabitants of the whole planet is constantly dissolving. Let's say for all the chemtrails that chemtrails spread across the whole planet because it gets into the jet stream or the four winds. The pollution of the water, the air, GMOs, all of that stuff that stuff is spreading across the planet, man. And we all in a condition of and what is dissolving? Dissolving is breaking something down. All right, basically to its simplest element. It says, I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. And that's what's happening now. The Most High is putting these devils down, laying their asses down to not the rest, because they're not going to get the rest in peace. But he's laying them down and preparing them for the slaughter, so to speak. Because the times that we're coming into, all hell is going to break loose. But at the end of all of that hell breaking loose, they're going to be put back in chains. Go ahead, brother.
Just because you mentioned about everything, basically what I was going to say it. Psalms 82:5 say, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's the point. Everything in this society is tainted. It has been downgraded to the least least common denominator. So, and main person you got to think that is the so-called white man, because we don't have no power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As you see, the so-called white man is implementing and issuing and ushering all types of wickedness here on the planet Earth, man. You know, and look at the times we're living in now, being one of the darkest times. You know, going into where these witches and these warlocks get all their slocky. If I'm going off of what y'all talking about.
Oh no, you're all right, brother. That's the spirit.
God.
Hey, brother, it's an open discussion. Whatever you want to come out with, brother, that's we're gonna talk about.
Because you know, our people still, still don't understand that there's a nation on the planet Earth who is going to the Heavenly Father, on the left hand side to bring us down, man. You know what I'm saying? Using that spiritual wickedness, man. We wrestle against flesh and we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but what is it? Evil or wickedness on the
wickedness upon high places.
High places,
yeah.
I got a precept, Proverbs 28 and 28. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. And when y'all been rising down, and when y'all go down, it's gonna be so beautiful for us because we're gonna be joyful when y'all go down. 29. He that been reproved, harden his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, that without remedy. Because when y'all get brought down, it's gonna be without remedy. Ain't gonna be no file, ain't coming back up. It's over and out for y'all.
Right.
And when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Hey, man, I can't say it. Hey, I keep saying it over and over within myself. We're in the house of mourning, house of mirth. Everybody that I know that's of this doctrine, we don't see nothing to be joyful about anything in this world.
Right. Right. Yeah, we don't see shit. You don't see none of us fucking celebrating and living at ease and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Singing and shit, fucking being in some high spirit all the fucking time. Motherfucker, I wake up with a frown on my face and shit. I give thanks that we
Hey, sometimes I want to walk up to a Jake and smack him like in that movie when Chris Rock was running for president.
God. Hey, for real, man.
I was slap a Jake like that. Get in your right mind.
Right, man. And that shit is ain't no joke, man. Wake up in this motherfucker, you can feel that oppression as soon as you wake up and shit. Hey, half the time we don't even get motherfucking you know what I'm saying, time to ourselves in our own dreams and shit. As soon as you close your eyes, you dreaming about the death and destruction that's gonna come, man.
Precept.
One scripture I want to get out is skipping down to 16th verse, Proverbs 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase, but when the righteous shall see they fall. And this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting to see your fall. Because as soon as you fall down, we know we're gonna get exalted. And we ain't falling down no more. Ain't no more us going into slavery. Ain't no more of y'all beating us down in the streets and killing us like we beasts. This country have more love for a goddamn dog than they have for another human. They could kill a police officer, kill a black person in the street. He get a good and get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Let a black man kill a dog or a cat or anything. He getting locked the fuck up.
On accident.
Man, this place is...
No. Let this nigga not feed his dog for 3 goddamn days. and let these motherfucking devils. I've been recording them, and I've been keeping a journal. And he hasn't fed his dogs in 3 days. That nigga is going under, man.
Yeah.
Salaki, go ahead, Abad. Salaki.
You know.
Shit. To land back, you know, man, we get treated unfairly so much it don't make no sense. You know, because check out different people, even on the highest level of this world. Michael Brown, he fought dogs. You know, he was fighting them pit bulls.
Oh, Michael Vick.
Or Michael. I said Michael. I was thinking about Michael Brown too, but Michael Vick.
That's a nigga. Michael Brown was a nigga, boy. I was like, damn, that nigga was fighting piss too.
Hey, Michael
Brown. Shit, he might be a nigga.
You're right. That nigga he had to go. God damn.
He was fighting too. He was like shit. Come to think about it.
Like dogs and niggas and police, nigga, this nigga gotta go.
Even Michael Vick, man, fought dogs. You know, he went to jail, went to prison, whatever the case may be. But after you go to prison, man, you're supposed to come out. According to Esau, you're supposed to have a second chance. You know, you did your crime, you did the time, whatever the case may be. You get a second chance, it's wiped away. But he's forever tainted on that. You know what I'm saying? Over fighting dogs. Yeah, that was a nigga offense. You know, but the so-called white man would look at a Jake for doing one thing rather than his own people doing that. Because why they hate us by nature? You know, it's so many traps and setups in the society. You know, that's why the men of the Lord, we try our best to try to be maneuver in the society is innocent, but shit, we even fall prey to that sometimes. You know, we might run a stop sign. You know, we might get a parking tickets and shit like that. You know, but these 2/3 niggas out here, man, they got it worse. Worse. You know, they can't even tell the police officer shut up, and you know they can't even be quiet when the police pull them over and shit. You know, because the scripture say, "Agree with thy adversary." You know, that's Esau. Hey, what does scripture say? Esau, he's a roaring. You know, be not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Lion prowling, roaring lion and prowling.
Yeah, Esau will wait for you.
And excuse me, saying they don't even know that they're oppressed. You know, they think that this is the way it's supposed to go down.
Yeah. Because he's a homeborn. Jake is a homeborn slave. That's why, you know, they think that they're emancipated in this society into freedom. You know, we was never free in this society. We just got transferred financially. Now we're debt slaves. You know, we're no longer in shackles no more. You know, but mentally we are.
Not physical shackles. You know, we have that financial, mental shackles.
And that should mourn you, man. That should put you in a mourning state. You know that you really still under the thumb of Esau. You still got your neck. You know, you still got Esau still got his neck of boot on your neck, man. You know, you still day by day and shit. So you really shouldn't have nothing to be cheerful about. You know?
The mental slavery thing is a motherfucker, man, because do not want to come out of this shit. They do not want to wake up.
Nope.
Right. Hey, that's good for them, though. I mean,
it's not set for them to wake up.
Right.
It's not set for them to wake up. You know, because you know, it's been on the spirit of that brother Malak. You know, if the 2/3 didn't have to go away, the kingdom wouldn't come. You see what I'm saying? If the 2/3 didn't get put out their misery and put back, you know, into that right state of mind, the kingdom wouldn't come. You know, otherwise we'll just be stuck here. You know, and then
everybody be finished then.
Be through.
Hey, everybody will be finished then because the righteous is scarcely saved. So shit.
Yep.
I'm sorry, your house shot got to come back soon, just for that reason.
Kyle, let me get that for you real quick because you mentioned it. 1 Peter 4:18 says, "And if the righteous," let me start at 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
Woo! They're gonna appear in that fire. You know,
That's right.
they're gonna appear in that damn in that tormented state.
Yeah, what remind me of that is that video that nigga Travis Scott made where he was basically like a fire and you see his face like screaming and shit, and you know that was kind of I wouldn't say deep, but it was kind of depiction because you know fire is gonna get consume this bitch with the people in it.
I ain't gonna hold you up. That's a nigga. Travis Scott is a nigga, but he be having some crazy ass videos.
Yeah,
motherfuckers that be shooting his videos and shit. They be having a lot of illuministic shit behind it, you know, but they be having some crazy ass like you know, pretty dope videos.
Yeah.
This is going back off what you quoted earlier, but this is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, right. You can break it.
Yeah, these devils is going about, first and foremost, man, everything that they do is seeking to benefit their people. And one of the greatest benefits to their people is seeing us suffer, man.
Yeah.
Seeing us in a broken condition. All right. That's why they like to ask you. That's why they like to say good morning. You know, morning isn't a good thing. What the fuck is good about a morning? You know? And that's all part of that newspeak. Because they take pleasure in seeing us mourn. All right. They got all this money, but then they see Jake at the bus stop, or he's late to work because the bus wasn't running, or he woke up late. They like to see you in that sad looking, "Oh, hey, buddy, what's going on?" Oh, keep a stiff upper lip. You know, everything will be all right. Pat you on your back. That makes that motherfucker's day. But when he see a so-called black man, Latino, or Native man smiling and their head is held up, that motherfucker gets scared because he don't know what the fuck what does this nigger have to smile about in this king? He's probably about to rob me or some shit, you know, and make him uneasy. Because to see you in this state and we basically handling this captivity, that makes them uneasy. And they try to look for some new device that they can activate that can cause us enough stress to make us, you know, pretty much mourn on this side.
Can I add to that too? Because it's actually different. It's different facets. You know, it's different levels than that. Because if you got a 2/3, you know, you know, he you can see that he ain't gonna get it. You know, he can be in that same.
I have to agree with you, brother, because you see it.
You can see that similar
it's plain on their face, they don't get it.
Yeah, you can see that similar spirit, but you know, Esau isn't intimidated. You know, Esau look at that as a clown, as a nigga. You know, he don't know what's going on, whatever the case may be. But if he see a man of the Lord, or if you know Jake with a beard, you know, he can tell. If he see a Jake like that up in a joyful and high spirit, Esau doesn't like that, man. That's why you know we catch so much hell like at our jobs or whatever the case may be, because we nobody is afraid of Esau no more.
You know? Well, let me say confident. Should I say confident? You know, because you know they and even and I will say that because I noticed out here in Grand Rapids when we be on the strip and shit, they'll see all that Edomites will sit back and they'll see even these niggas smiling and carrying on and shit. And they'll sit back and they'll have a fucking scornful look on their face.
Yeah.
You know, because they like, man, what the fuck are these niggas doing smiling and shit, you know? Sometimes you got some that'll party with Jake and be right next to him. You got them hardcore rich ones to sit back and they'll look at these niggas in mirth and shit. You know, and you got two halves to them. You got the ones that look at us and they be all mad and shit because they angry because of our because Jake's having any kind of happiness, and then you got the ones that smile. Like a lot of the times we'll have the police ride by us and smile and wave at us and shit. Yeah, they familiar with us, but it's like they comprehend the agenda that's set against us, you know? And so it makes it
God.
easier for them to smile at us and shit because they know what the fuck is going to happen. At least they think they do.
I got a precept for you mentioned that. Book of Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness for the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. So these same motherfuckers who put us in slavery, we were enslaved under them. You know what I'm saying? We dead in front of their face on their corners in they strip malls, okay?
God.
On their street corners, man, yelling at their ass, cursing them out, reading the Bible. That's boldness, man, and that's bringing down this kingdom, man, spiritually. You see?
Yeah, con. Con. And that's making them motherfuckers sick, man. This is Deuteronomy 6:10, 7:10. Deuteronomy 7:10. It says, and repayeth them that hate him to their face. So basically, he got us out here preaching to them. He got us basically repaying them to their face. We talking all like, because, you know, it was a time, you know, 60s and back that you would have never seen a Jake speaking outrightly about like things like this out in the marketplace, in the agora. You wouldn't have never seen that. They would have got beaten to death, man. They would have got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They would have got lynched for that shit. But now the Most High is starting it out, one, because even though we in a lower position, we able to talk to those in a higher position with authority, man. And they hate that shit, you know? It says, and repay of them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. And we know that all of these motherfucking devils, starting with these devils and 2/3 of our people, all right, we know that they fucking hate us, man. And that they hate Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's why they got to make him look like a white boy, you know, with blue eyes and shit, and a soft voice for them to like him. You know, but once we bring out the truth and the facts of how the Lord looks and the type of man that he was, an austere man, motherfuckers, they start now they don't like him no more. They just want to either stick to the image they have of him, which they then in return say that's our own interpretation, or the motherfuckers want to worship another god.
How's our interpretation when the scriptures say what it say? You know, I just don't get that part. You know, the scriptures say that he's have feet burnt like brass. Hey, he don't look like he's red.
Right.
Damn near see through. You know, hey, you know.
We had people say that though. We asked them that too.
Huh?
I said we had people say that because when we gave them that analogy, when we was reading about the Lord's description, 1 and 13, and they tried to say that burnished brass would be red because it's hot, it's red hot. I'm like, man, you a fucking devil, man. Motherfucker, you putting this shit into the oven, it's not gonna be molten hot. Nigga, you're not making swords and shit. Making goddamn, you know, spears and shit like that, where you would have to melt the metal down and it'd be glowing red and all that shit. You stupid motherfucker.
If I can say now, you know, I work at a job now where there's a couple, like three, they got like 3 furnaces there, which it's scorching hot, man. I hate that shit, you know. When you put things in the furnace, man, they come out dark as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That furnace ain't nothing to play with, man. You know what I'm saying? You put something in the furnace, it's gonna come. It's gonna, depending on what it is, that color of that particular thing is gonna change. So that depiction, in Revelation when it mentioned our Lord Yahushai, it's mentioned him as dark skin, a real dark skin, man. Man.
And, if you don't mind me saying, when you work with metals, and after you get to tempering it, you gotta buff it to make it shine.
Mm.
Something that's burnt is something that's not buffed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just don't understand how these motherfuckers want to try to still put that same white narrative the way he looks when it don't say he looked like molten hot brass. Hey, if the Most High said that he would look like that, hey, he would have wrote it like that.
Right.
Ain't no getting around that.
Stop trying to make the Most High words fit your narrative. We don't do it. We just say what it say.
Right.
Yeah, that's why Scripture tell you should worship him. When you worship him, you have to worship him in spirit and in truth, not to fit what your mind thinks or what you wanted to say. You have to worship the Lord in spirit and in truth. That's not the truth, man. That's not the truth. That the Lord is a pale Caucasian man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what the Scripture said.
That ain't what Yahushua said. Yahushua said, "They that believe upon me, as the Scriptures Bible has said."
Yep. But that's that modern day Babylon Jews. That modern day Christianity. The so-called white man got that veil over all the people to think that, man. That's wickedness at itself. That's wicked at itself. When you go and build a so-called world or a nation with that image, man, that's nothing but blasphemy and wickedness, man. And what you think is gonna be coming out of that? The people are gonna be wicked. Everything you set up is gonna be straight up off, man. That's why the Lord is gonna come back to set everything right. Because all the earth is out of course, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everything is fucked up right now.
Everything, man.
I said, you know what? Fuck, man. I need to go ahead and put that up. I forgot about that. I got a video where it's a pride of lions, man. And the lions was walking together. It was male lions. Do you know that this male lion laid down on the ground?
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yes, man. And the other lion walked up and started fucking him in the ass, man. The other lion wasn't even flinching. He was just taking that shit, just laying there chilling. You know,
get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Even the animals is fucked up. I mean, it was a whole fucking pack of male lions, bro. Male lions, bro. And seeing that one popping up in his ass, I can only figure, looking at the look on that animal's face, I can only figure that all of them was down with that shit.
Oh man.
That motherfucker wasn't flinching. He didn't move. He just sat there with just like doodly doodly doo. You know what I'm saying?
He said doodly doodly doo.
Doodly doodly doo. Like Dave Chappelle. This is Deuteronomy 20 and 18. That they teach you not to do after all their abominations which they have done unto their gods. So should you sin against Yahweh your power. Right? So it's not set aside for us to learn the ways of these other nations because that's an abomination.
Especially the Edomites, because all their ways are confusing.
Right.
Hey, I'm just glad I was brought the truth, man, because man, it's just so messed up just seeing the way waking up and seeing how stupid these people actually are. Because
Yes.
before I came in this truth, I was dumb. I was thinking that he looked at white with green or blue eyes with stringy hair, but damn man, got to go.
I got some.
All right, later.
Okay. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Slaki. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And the days are getting shortened, shorter and shorter and shorter.
God.
If you're paying attention, you can feel, time slowly going by day by day. And that's because if this place was prolonged, you would have things like homosexual, whatever lines, if you can call it that, whatever.
Man, this place would be, man. I got a quick scripture because hey, first thing they, a lot of these Edomites will say that that this is the greatest country of the world, but this ain't nothing but spiritually Babylon, Babel all over again. And I'm gonna just go right into it. In Revelation, Genesis 9:8, and the Lord scattered abroad from thence among the face of all the earth, and they built a city, and therefore they named it and called it Babel, because the Lord did confound the language of all the earth. From this, the Most High has scattered abroad the face of all the earth. The Most High was never intended for us to get together and sing Kumbaya. He never intended for us to be one like this place right here, this great melting pot, America.
Oh.
This is not of the Lord. The Most High don't want this shit. But go ahead, brother.
Manifest destiny. The Lord sent good old Esau a message in his sleep to come over here and conquer the Native American Indians because it was God's will. Oh man, it was the will of Heavenly Father Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but it wasn't dealing with Esau to set this place up to thrive in all goodness and holiness. You know what I'm saying? The Lord set this place up for something, not for that. Total opposite, man.
God, this place ain't nothing but confusion.
Not to mention though,
the women are out of order. Your kids are running crazy. Man, this place is ass backwards. I never seen a place like since coming in the truth that think it was okay for men to dress like women and act like women and women to dress like men.
I was never down with
and
that.
think it's okay.
Women's feet and shit. And I used to see bitches wearing J's and shit. I used to be like, how is this bitch's shoes fresher than mine, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I still don't like that. Still don't like that shit.
I saw a video the other day with this Edomite bitch. She was having sex with her dog.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't her having the sex with the dog. It was her talking about having sex with her dog.
Sitting on the bathroom floor. She looked like she was sitting in the bathroom. Yeah, I got that video. Yeah, and that bitch had a whole list of why it's better to fuck your dog than people and shit. And it said it's sex safer. You don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You don't have any STD. This bitch went down a whole list of shit. And then the dog was in the back. Like, she had to cut off the video because the dog was ready to fuck. She cut off the video because the dog started kind of humping on her and shit. She probably cut off the video and let that motherfucker hit. That's why you supposed to
God.
destroy. That's why you supposed to destroy a
Say,
fucking
come
animal.
on, bitch.
Come on, yep. That's exactly hey.
Man.
And you know, that's why you're supposed to take them animals after they done did some shit like that. If somebody done fucked the animal done got them some real human pussy, you supposed to kill that animal. Because that animal
And it's too.
yeah, it's fucked up. It's
To be dead.
God.
Precept.
No.
God.
Go ahead, brother.
God. John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So, you know, that was just a precept to that last scripture I pulled, because there's going to be some men who never die in this thing, you know, who are going to be part of 144,000, but you know they're going to be saved because I meant to say, this place is going to be destroyed, that it's not going to go on forever and never, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say if this place going forever and ever, the elect will die, just die off. Yeah. So the Lord ain't gonna let us die off, man. You know what I'm saying? In this wicked place, right. we get nuked by Kim Jong Un, and the life is just over. No, man.
No, it's still gonna be Israelites in Europe.
Okay.
So we ain't gonna end. Hey, and before the missiles hit, guys gonna gather us up.
Yes, God. Everywhere you.
Honestly, I hope when this happens, I hope I'm around my immediate family when this happened, because I'm gonna be like, I told you, you, and you.
Yeah, God. That's a lot of my family I don't even want to talk to, just based off of this knowledge, to make your life.
What you say?
I said it's a lot of people, a lot of family members that I don't even want to talk to, because it make it a whole lot easier to cut motherfuckers off when you know what this word possesses, man. It make it a whole.
You know how it is, brother. You know how it is when you first come into this truth. You tell everybody that you know.
Oh yeah, yes, God. And then you.
And that's the reason why I say I hope I'm around before I could say I told you.
Right, God. Oh, what it say? It said
you want to
listen. They said it'd be taken up and delivered before their eyes, man.
If I get caught on, I get caught up in the chariot, and they see that missile come down on them. It's beautiful to me.
Oh yeah.
Man, one thing, man, about this truth, when you first wake up, it's like similar to, you start, let's say you're getting into like multi-level marketing, an MLM or a small network marketing group, and you're trying to get hot prospects, basically meaning you got people that you know around you to get on your same program. Tell them about it. They don't really, they're not going to join because you don't have those results then and there. So hell no, they're gonna be like, oh, how much money you made yet, or this, that, and they ain't gonna want to follow you. But then let a year, 2, 3 years go by, and you making 6 figures. Then they're gonna try to get on. That's how it's gonna be, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be in that day. They're gonna try to hit you up. Where you at? What's the name of the Lord? No, man. You didn't want to get down with the get down when you had time. Shit.
Now it's time to lay down.
God.
Niggas didn't want to get down. Now it's time to lay down.
God, it's time for you to go down. Hey, when this thing go down, it's gonna be beautiful for us. We're gonna be happy, if we are the so-called leg, the 1/3 of Israel. We're gonna be happy.
God.
Hey, it's gonna be a beautiful moment for our lives, but we also gonna be scared at the same time because we're gonna be snatched out of here with violence.
What's that song? It's a beautiful morning. That's
Hey,
how
for
it's gonna
real.
be.
What's that scripture said that we're gonna wake up singing? As soon as we wake up, we're gonna be singing in our beds.
From our beds, yeah, songs, gun.
Yeah.
All right, and you know why? You get up and you got your favorite nation's woman, 2 or 3 of them licking and sucking on your pipe. You wake up to that. I wake up singing my goddamn self. Shit.
Yeah.
I wake up singing the whistling Dixie in this motherfucker. Shit. You wake up to that gal. Your royal penis is clean, your highness. That shit. Hey, that's king shit, man. You know, that's the type of shit that we look forward to the point where it keeps us going. You know.
You know, hey, we waiting for them days. You know, because once we know that once we hit them days, we know that it's gonna be good from here on out. You know, we're gonna really know what true happiness is, what true joy is. You know, it's truth. Hey, what I thought was joy was, me being deceived, thinking it was a good thing.
You're not having fun in America? Come on, this is the greatest place.
No, I ain't having a good time here.
God.
Hey, a lot of motherfuckers. I will say that, and used to say that all the time. A lot of these niggas is having fun in America, brother. They call fun at fornication under Nimrod, man. I love that shit.
Hey, thinking they living their best life.
Right.
Man.
You know.
It's gonna be their worst life ever. At the end of the day, it's gonna be their worst life, man. Because they're gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, kind. Oh yeah.
And come back in the kingdom with that shame on them.
Yeah, looking bad as fuck, man.
Daniel 12:2. And many that sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake, and some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. And that shame is going to be a motherfucker on some of y'all jakes, because y'all going to be like, that was me.
Yeah.
You know, this shame is going, oh, man, I just know that this better because the Most High wouldn't have talked about it.
Well, a nigga can't take rebuke now, so how he gonna feel in the kingdom?
He gonna be like, hey, see Michael Jackson being born in the kingdom, and first thing he go feel for that nose.
Well, oh yeah, you gonna have that bell pepper nose back.
It's gonna be funny.
He gonna be happy. He gonna be proud of that nose. He gonna probably be like, man, I got it back. You give her thanks and shit. He went all them years without having that motherfucking shit.
Man, it's gonna be a beautiful day when this day go down, man. I'm gonna be so happy because, hey, our people will not be confounded. World without end. You know, we ain't going to slavery no more. No more being oppressed.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Right. That's not something that we can't even fathom that right now. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3, starting at 16. It says, as for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of the unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. It says, for though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded. It says, and the last age shall be without honor. So going down from 2/3 of our people all the way down to the heathen, man. You know, this last final one that we in right now. This is the last go around. Excuse me. And within this last go around, the majority of our people, Jay-Z and all these rappers and even these niggas that's just from house to house and from bitch to bitch or dragging ass and shit, they all gonna feel ashamed, man. And they gonna have this to look back at. Their last life, man. You know, their last age, man. All right. They're gonna look back at this and be like, damn, man, I was a motherfucking real nigga, man. And I don't mean that in no nice way. It says, or if they die quick. It says, or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. Right. So you die real motherfucking quick. All right. All that's coming next is the judgment. Let this devil die real quick. He don't have nothing to look forward to. Let the devil die quick. All he has left to look forward to is coming back into slavery, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be beautiful when we see that shit. Well, it ain't gonna be shit. It's gonna be the best thing ever. You know, hey, imagine your worst day ever in life completely turned upside down.
God.
Man,
this place all the way upside down. God.
Man, we gonna have servants. We've been slaves most of our damn lives.
God.
From lives past.
True.
That's all we know.
We ain't gotta. We gonna be at rest.
That's all we know how to do is be servants, man. That's all we know how to be, bro.
Yeah, you know, and they love the servitude like they living right now. You know, hey, they see a couple of Jays get a couple of million, and they thinking that, you know, hey, that could be me. Hey, Jakes was losing their mind over that Powerball, that Mega Million. I kept telling my family, ain't nobody in the city is going to win. Anywhere there's an urban area where black people are at, they ain't going to win that.
And even if they did, somebody in their family will get mad because this nigga don't want to share money with them because they ain't shit. They'll turn around and kill the nigga.
Huh.
And they won't even, so either way, that money gonna be a curse to whoever get that shit, man.
God. And the one he
Shalom Bakia Bashim
Shalom Bashim Kakata.
Shalom Makim Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Rakakodas. The water for sending that
I know you was up, but hey, everybody's welcome, brother.
Right.
I know I'm just cutting right in the middle of the lesson, you know, Salakia.
Hey, brother, it's all good, brother. Hey, the more the merrier. I wish my son to stop trying to act like an Indian.
No.
We going on how the kingdom of heaven is going to be.
Khan.
The kingdom. You know, and we comparing our worst days to, you know, thinking that the kingdom of heaven is going to be better than, man, complete reversal. You know, hey, I just can't wait, you know, to be, you know, in them times when it goes down. I'm gonna be so happy, man. It's gonna be a humbling spirit coming up in it, but I'm also gonna be glad and happy and rejoicing.
God.
You know, first thing I want to see the same brothers that, you know, that I've been laboring with, and these men right here that I'm doing the videos with. I've been over to Grand Rapids and labored with them there, and they coming to Detroit on the 1st.
Y'all
labor with us over here. Shalom.
I got precept for you.
Go ahead, brother.
All right.
Hey.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 or not 12, 2. And 15. I'm gonna start at 15. Actually, I'm gonna start up at 13. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. Hey, a symbolizer of light in this world is us, you know. And it says, the wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool's walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all, that said I in my heart, as it happened to the fool, so it happeneth even to wise. And why was I then more wise than I said in my heart, that this also is vanity? And I'm going to jump to 17. Therefore I hated my life, because a work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Yeah, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. So, you know, everything that's going on here under the sun is a vexation to the men of the Lord. Why? Because we seeking the old path. You know, nothing in this society is trying to even follow a glimpse of what the old path is, man. It's all about some new shit, some new age shit, some fucking, I don't know what you call it, man. But it's not of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. It's not of the scriptures.
Right.
So we're vexed, you know, with that. It's all vanity. You know, I believe it was King David who said that all is vanity. You know, shit, all of it is vanity, man. Only thing that's not is this wisdom and this knowledge of this truth, man, of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? With balance and mixed in it, you know.
These scriptures comfort us and give us calmness. You know, when shit happening to us, we understand that the Most High deemed it worthy for it to happen to us, because the Most High said He'll put nothing on us no more than we can bear.
Right.
Yep. You should already be prepared to get messed up. You know,
yeah.
Jacked up.
Well, matter of fact, Wisdom of Solomon, was that 2?
Oh yeah, no, I think that was Sirach 2.
Yeah, Sirach 2, Slakia. Yeah, you're right. Sirach, the water. Sirach 2. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make no haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And hey, that's what all we doing. We waiting for we giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Slakia. We give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. We push that name. You know, we exalt his name. And due season he will exalt us. That's our hope and our faith on everything.
I got a precept on that. This is Zephaniah 3:12. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahweh. Right. And we are part of the afflicted and poor people, man. That's why we pushing this word and this truth, because this is our release. This is our outlet. All right. This is us informing other individuals that may be of this hopeful elect. You know, these are our prayers, man. Our works is just like our praises and our prayers. It says, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. Now I know that the scripture says, let every man be a liar. Every man is lies here and there, man. But when it comes to bringing out this word and this truth, we're not gonna lie to you. We're not gonna give you none of the killers. We ain't gonna give you none of that bullshit. We basically giving you the funky cold Medina. It said the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. But they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. We look forward to that, man, in the kingdom. All right? But we don't have to worry about being afraid, being in the what is it? Being in the valley of the shadow of death. We don't even know our lives can come to an end at any second because we surrounded by our enemies, man. And they know that they are enemies, and they act actively as our enemies. You know, but without the hedge of protection of the Most High, we'll be all fucked up. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing that the triumphing of the wicked is short, because even though this devil Esau got to rule for a good 500 years or more or better, you know, our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. So it's going to be like, you know, as far as the trials and tribulations and the hell that we caught on this side was only going to be, you know, a short season in comparison to the kingdom of heaven, which is forever, because we're not ever going to be, you know, removed from our land or our borders ever again, or ever be taken down as a nation ever again. You know, so this is just, I mean, because just as the brother I now was speaking, you know, that was this is one of the first precepts that came to my spirit. It says, Salakia, Romans 8:18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You know, because this suffering, you know, as far as catching hell on this side and, you know, being in subjection to our enemies is only, you know, temporary. You know, but just to think, you know, that we actually gonna receive immortal, you know, receiving these glorified bodies, and then also not being subject to sin or iniquity anymore, but we're actually going to be, you know, perfect, you know,
right?
That's,
you know, within our
that's
perfection.
going into the new covenant. So I see. That's going into them new bodies, them new minds we finna get, man. You know? Got it up. I got it. I had a precept for you. You mentioned this is this ain't gonna be for long. Let me see. I believe it's in the book of Job. Let me see. If anybody got something, they can bring it.
I'm
trying to look.
I had that in Hebrew. Right, because the Most High is going to perfect us. Man.
That's what you're
I'm looking for that politically harsh.
Hebrews 12. I'm looking for. I got a precept right quick because, you know, through these precepts we get an understanding that, you know, what we're going through is just a mere season. It ain't nothing compared to all the past lives that we went through all these things, and Hebrews 11:23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, he hid 3 months, and his parents. No, 24. Hebrews 11:24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Choosing rather suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamasiah treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. And we do this because we want the reward. We want that penny. And hey, this is what it's all about. You know, the things that it's the Most High promised to the children of Israel. The everlasting life, the crowns, and their penny.
I got a precept.
You know, hey, go ahead, brother.
Job 14 and 5 say, seeing his days are determined. I'm starting at 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Like the brother mentioned, man, this ain't gonna be forever, man. America ain't gonna be forever. Captivity ain't gonna be forever, man. So-called white man got an expiration date on him, man. Especially in the kingdom of heaven, 1,000 years he gonna be through. His ass gonna get eliminated, put down, man, for good. Esau's gonna be eradicated out of planet Earth. But his time here in America under rulership, man, that shit you can see it now. The economic system is damn in the wild west. You don't know what's going on. You see rumors of wars, all these type of things. Okay, the earth being defiled. This so-called white man has an expiration date. This shit ain't gonna last forever, man. No kingdom lasts forever, man. Hey, the Israel gonna last forever though. We gonna go to heaven and we gonna rule.
That's right. That's
Hey, it's gonna be beautiful for us in the kingdom.
Okay.
We're gonna be in our right minds, even our kids' minds. You know, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Hey, it's gonna be matter of fact, as we're supposed to be when we were first given this inheritance, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Most High, thy power, for the Most High had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people upon the face of the earth. He did not set his love upon you or choose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, because the Most High loved you, because he will keep his oath which he has sworn unto our fathers. And the Most High brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondman from the hand of the Pharaoh king of Egypt. And he's going to do that again. And we're waiting for that day.
You're gonna redeem, you're gonna buy us back. You know, Yahweh Shai gonna come make that transaction in person. All right, he's coming with his whole squad.
It's gonna be a swift transaction too, man. Ain't gonna be no big great fight. All these nations coming against Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. It's just gonna be, this place gonna be demolished in an hour, man. It's gonna be.
Because y'all won this battle. We'll be right back and come back a couple days later and try again till they end up prevailing.
Rematch.
Yeah,
right. Because I mean, as soon as these nations get gathered in the valley of Yehoshaphat, which is the valley near Jerusalem, they all. I mean, it's only gonna take one blast from Yahweh's chariot for the whole entire nation's armies to be completely and totally destroyed, man, totally dismantled.
Yeah.
So they ain't gonna have no more troops, no more military troops left on the planet, and then it's just gonna be the regular, everyday common folks that's gonna get gathered up and put in slavery.
Well, shit, that's
getting ready to serve us.
That's what happened with Egypt after Pharaoh and all his army got destroyed. When they was buried in Suez Canal or the Red Sea. That country never. Them as a nation never bounced back from that shit.
Yeah.
And
like a damn post-apocalypse, man. There's you gonna be walking down the street, kicking cans, lighting fires and shit, with your undergarments on and shit. It ain't gonna be no post-apocalypse after the missiles come down, man.
Right.
Like Esau wanted to teach.
They think it's gonna be like the road, like the road and shit. It ain't gonna be like the road before, after the missiles drop. Motherfucker, it ain't gonna be shit. It ain't gonna be a road left in this motherfucker.
Right.
All right. all of that shit is shit. Living like that is gonna come before the
Yeah,
risk.
yeah, con.
And I got a quick precept. Oh, Salaki, I
Come on
didn't
with
mean
it,
to
bro.
cut you off. Oh, just to back up what for the precept for the brother concerning Yahweh Shai as far as when he comes to bring that swift destruction.
Con.
This is second Ezra 13. I'm gonna start at 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved him and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. Showing you that it's going to be a huge chariot, and it wasn't really a huge landmass that was cut out of the earth, but it's going to be a huge chariot that's going to come out of the sky, from the fifth dimension, where the Most High and the angels reside. That's when Yahweh Shah is going to come from, into this dimension. And it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. Yeah, so the multitude of these nations, the Russians, when they finally decide to go against the Israelis, as well as all these other nations that's gathered around the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, once they see Yahweh Shai in the chariots, they're gonna be scared to death. They're gonna be shitting in their pants.
True.
But yeah, they still gonna come with their fighter jets and whatever technology that they think they can run with to see if they can beat the angels of the Lord, and they're gonna fail miserably.
Right.
And it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, or any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Together the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, every one. On a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
Yeah,
I was
while they were being destroyed. Just hoping and praying that you would deliver it. You can't even perceive that it's because of something you said or did. So you can't you can't repent then. I mainly speak that towards 2/3 of our people. Because that's part really of the first portion of repentance is accepting that you actually sinned, Well, that takes a lot anyway to actually admit to that, man. Why, it takes a different kind of spirit to be on a man, to be in this truth, be in this word. You have to have the spirit to endure this. All right?
part of us coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is acknowledging our faults, and pretty much repenting and putting off that old man every day.
Yeah. Like you said, every day though. That's a dying process, And I think a lot of motherfuckers get so comfortable and shit, they tend to still be that old man, but doing new things, so to speak. You can't bring that old man to the table,
You're not stronger than no demons, man. You ain't stronger than them old habits, man. It's hard to break old habits. You see, that's why scriptures say
I can bear witness that
like trying to put a new piece on the old garment, man. When the scribes and Pharisees asked you how your disciples don't fast, And then he said when he descends up to the heavens, then they shall fast and they shall pray. So as far as making fasting and praying, putting off that old man, you got to make sure that you ain't putting new cloth on the old garment, Otherwise that old garment gonna be made worse.
I could bear witness that, you know, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, released me from my biggest vice was smoking cigarettes. You know, I tried the gum, the damn pill, the patch, tried all that shit. All it took was me to pray for it. I prayed for it, and he released me from it. You know, cold turkey. I quit. You know, hey,
faith is a big factor.
it could be done. You gotta really want it.
And Yahweh, you pray in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, not Jesus. Because niggas is praying to Jesus still smoking cigarettes, man. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Niggas praying to Jesus still doing all types of shit, man. Although we're not perfect, you know, we're not perfect. We still fuck up. You know, but we've been called out from that wicked and adulterous generation. You know what I'm saying? It's all matters. You know. Matters if we endure.
Hey, I get a natural high just reading my sword and doing videos. You know, this high is better than any drug, any alcohol in a bottle. You know, I get a natural high doing this work.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go though, Akim. I'm gonna say shalom to y'all, brothers.
Okay, Shalom Akia. I'm gonna send you the link as soon as we're done.
Shalom, Akia. How about you,
All right,
Shalom Akia. How about you? How about you? Kadash Rakata.
How about you? Basem Rakaka. That's Rakata.
And
yep,
you know, hey, I ain't trying to be funny. I was battling with smoking cigarettes, man. It put me through all type of shit. You know, mood changes. It was a big demon on my back.
Yeah, kind of. You know, that's all it is because it's unclean. So it tends to put, you know, draw on a lot of unclean spirits and you know, kind of make them stick on to you and you know, that's just basically the Most High chastising you. It says Hebrews 12:8, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So, you know, that then, it makes you feel ashamed. You know what I'm saying? But that's really the spirit of the Most High, you know, basically just, you know, pretty much weighing down on you, chastising you. But here coming a minute, you know, anybody have any hookups or any kind of addictions, that shit is all going to be broken in the times we coming into, you know. It's just not going to be something that you'll readily have access to. None of that shit, you know. Got niggas that smoke crack, they'll sober up real quick when all hell breaks loose. They ain't gonna have no choice, you know. But,
hey,
that's basically all I got, bro.
I have, you know, I can't lie. That was the hardest thing for me to ever give up.
Well,
you know, I stopped smoking weed. No problem. Nothing. You know, stop drinking like I used to drink. I used to drink 40s. You know.
Oh yeah.
No problem. Drop that like it was nothing. But that cigarette, man, shit.
That's a whole nother demon, bro.
That demon nicotine.
Oh, that's a bad bitch too.
Man.
Pretty bitch. That's why it's hard to
Yeah,
get off.
nicotine is a motherfucker.
Got nicotine is a bitch with big old ass, and big titties, and full lips, long hair, hard nipples. and all the shit a real man. Bad boy, that like that song, that girl is poison. Yeah, man.
And nicotine is poison.
Yeah. Start calling these bitches nicotine, man. Gotta be careful. But yeah, basically, shit. That's all I got on that. You got anything else?
I got a precept. Job 5:17. Behold, happy is a man whom Yahweh correcteth, wherefore despise not thy chastising of the Almighty. For he maketh thee sore and bind it up, and he wounded, and his hands are made whole. Hey, that's where I felt when I finally shook smoking cigarettes. You know, it was like something was missing.
God. You wasn't yourself.
Yeah. That's all I got. Brother, you guys good?
Lie. You know, I don't have anything. You know, I don't have any more.
Okay, Con. Okay, Con. Any brother want to close it? We could. Y'all could do it.
Yeah, you know, we just pray that y'all brothers have been edified. You know, like it says, various topics. A lot of edification went forth, and you know, we just pray that you were fed spiritually, and you know that these bellies of living water is enough to hydrate your spirit until the next time. So we like to give all praise and the highest honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem and all the brothers out there do these works in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Until the next time, we bid you shalom.
Con.
Until the next time.
Ball. And Kwambaki, you know, I wish I could just put a hand on the Jake and slap the shit out of him and wake him up. But, you know, hey, the Most High ain't meant for you to wake up. Hey, and the water, you know, Most High for not waking these 2/3 up, man, because.
God. So they some niggas, man, and they need this shit.
God.
I mean, the same ones who's responsible for the blood of the prophets, for the blood of Yahushua, you know, as far as condemning, you know, those that are overlooking the past life to death, you know.
And henceforth, that's why they gotta pay.
Hey, wish y'all a grievous death. Shalom.
And a grievous new year. Shalom, Michael.
Shalom. Hey, I'm gonna send that link to y'all in a few seconds.
Okay, throughout it.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, shalom.